and stuff. Sorry. Hi, LG. Apologies. Sorry. Earpiece failed. Everybody okay? Thank you, Emma. You all right? I lost it. I lost it last night. I absolutely... Thank you, CJ and Nikki. I lost it last night. I absolutely did. I went in the live on Instagram. I couldn't. Hi, Harry Potter. Thank you for the treasure box. Oh, sauntering in. Oh, get you. Thank you, Amber. You're all right, Grendel. You're all right. Evening, Kirsty. Hi, Observer. I went into... hi, Anna. Oh, Kim. You're not late, lovely. Thank you, Frankie. I reported it as well, and it did get taken down. I also reported both TikTok accounts, and I've seen it. Oh, JD, if I'm not following you, darling, it probably won't let you. Hang on. Following you back, JD, try again, love. Hiya, Donna. Yeah. Oh, Wandering Watcher. It was. Thank you, Anna. It was on Instagram, yeah. So, Elphaba's got two Instagram accounts. Hiya, Paula. Elphaba's got Evening Sarah. Elphaba's got Hiya, Louie. Oh, hang on. Elphaba's got two Instagram accounts, one of which is verified, and one of them isn't. And they were on the one that isn't, which I found very interesting, and I will tell you why. Because Elphaba was supposed to be flat out drunk. Elphaba was supposed to be off their face, correct? Absolutely off their face. But knew enough not to go on there. Oh, Naomi, honestly. Knew enough not to go on their verified account, though, did they? Didn't they? Knew enough not to go on the verified account. I tell you what, T. The amount that people have been played, that were played last night, infuriates me. Oh yeah, Sarah. Yeah, it has been a big act, LG. Yeah, Caitlin. No, it was a joke. It was an absolute joke. Correct. Knew how to set up their phone when their phone fell over. Thank you, Callie. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Abigail. Thank you, Joanne. Sorry. Thank you, Lisa. Hiya, Carrie. Knew exactly how to write their phone when their phone fell over. Was not drunk enough that they didn't use their verified Instagram account because they knew they were going to get banned. They absolutely knew there was going to be a banana on that account, and they didn't want to lose their blue tick. So tell me again, Elphaba, that you were drunk. Tell me again that you were so out of it that you didn't know what you're doing and you can barely remember anything. Thank you, Chantel. And I will show you a liar. I will show you a liar. Hi, Claire. Right. Panicking, are we? Thanks, Betsy and Coops. Panicking, are we? You should be. Thank you, Marie. You knew exactly what you were doing. Exactly what you were doing. You planned it. You absolutely planned it. Probably with your mother. Thank you, Dodie. Thank you. Oh, Stormy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, honestly. Thank you, Jazzy. I'm beyond angry. I didn't get to sleep till nearly 4:30 this morning. I was so angry. So Jenny. Good evening, Claire. Yeah, Linda, absolutely. What did they do last night? How can I say it without putting you off any food you might have eaten? Hi, Michelle. Good evening, Cheryl. Thank you. Can't cope. So, got 2 alcoholic drinks, then decided they were going to mix milk, Malibu, I think, and chocolate milkshake powder and down those as fast as possible in order to get the maximum effect, right? Notice how quickly they were drinking. That was deliberate. That was absolutely deliberate, okay? Because the faster they got out of their head, the faster they would be able to cause a scene. And they knew exactly what they were saying in order to get those comments. Thank you, Rubes. Knew exactly what to say to start the comments going against them in the chat. Right? Went on sub only live at one point, then probably realised there weren't that many subs and came off sub only live. Didn't think to come off the live, right? Because that wouldn't have benefited them. Thank you, Leanne. Okay, that wouldn't have benefited them. It is a setup. Oh, thank you, Dazza. It was a setup. It was an absolute setup from start to finish. Very calculated, very deliberate, very manipulative, right? So, and you could see it. See, those of us that watch Elphaba can see it. We can see it coming and we know the pattern. Do you know what really frustrated me? Was the amount of gifting that was going on while this was happening. They are, yeah. The amount of people gifting was astonishing. Yep. They also said that they didn't care that, thank you, Jojo, they didn't care that yes, I did. They didn't care that there was children, minors in the live, and that they hoped they were an inspiration. You inspired a lot last night, Elphaba. Inspiration was not one. Right? So I know you've been on Instagram today, right? And because of the way that you've behaved, I know that what you did was designed to con your audience, because that's all you are. You're not mental. You're not autistic. You don't have ADHD, right? You don't need to drink. Thank you, Louie. You don't need to drink. There is nothing wrong with you. You are a con artist. That's it. That's as far as it goes. They've lost 2 TikTok accounts at the moment. I think they're on a ban. I'm so sorry, Caitlin. Thank you, Lynn. Right? Oh, things are being done. Don't worry. Don't worry. Things are being done. Thank you, Mandy. There's the 3 accounts. Well, they lost 2. They got a ban on 2. I haven't seen the statement. Oh, I might have seen the statement. I can't remember. Thank you, Ailey. Thank you, Nick. Right, so. Oh, it was all planned from the start. It was all planned from the start. It absolutely was. There was no bit of that wasn't carefully coordinated, down to the alleged passing out at the end so that people would call the police and the ambulance, which is exactly what they did. In fact, I think I heard somebody say Daryl did it. Daryl called them. Oh, did you, Yogi? I do apologise. The police did go round, yeah. What, thank you, Lou. What Elphaba said was they could only remember parts. Yeah. I call liar. Elphaba, I call liar. You're a liar. And I'll say it every day. You're a liar. You knew exactly what you were doing. And let me tell you, with the amount of alcohol and rugs you used, there is no way on God's green earth that those 4 drinks affected you that badly. No way. Right? What we saw there was panic and temper. That's all that was. Thank you, observer. Was panic and temper. That was it. Right? You chucked your toys out your pram and you were panicking because you know you've been reported to the council. Right? So now you're trying to find any which way possible to play the mental health card so that you can show that you are alcohol dependent and that you need help. You don't need help. The people you triggered need help. Thank you, B. Thank you, Lisa. The people you triggered need help. The minors in your life that had to watch you need help. Thank you, Squeaky. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Lisa. That's who needs help, not you. Not you at all. You best hope that you move quickly. And that is not a threat. I just hope you get moved quickly. Thank you. Right? You absolutely planned that because those of us who watch you know you. You keep saying we don't know you. We know you better than you know you, right? Because we know all your tells. Yeah, we know the pattern. We know how you cycle, right? We know it all. We know it all. We know that you wear the same top for 2 weeks because you know it pulls in views. We know the fact that you got up after that horrific night that you just had and you didn't have a shower, that was deliberate. Thank you, Janine. That was deliberate. I know it was. Yeah? The fact that you said, oh, and the police came and lol and laughing. Thank you, Vicky. That was deliberate. Everything is designed to get the viewers in. And one of the worst things about it, Elphaba, is it's designed to get the children in. Thank you, Moonlight. Nothing like a bit of drama in the middle of a night, is there, for a teenager? To make them feel like a community. I know exactly what you're doing. So, you know all that footage last night? I screen recorded. I came in your live and you saw me come in, didn't you? Oh, yes, you did. Right? So I came in and I screen recorded. And do you know what I did today? I sent the screen recording to the council. Right? And I bet I'm not the only one. You need out of that place. I've already reported you for fraud. I've reported you to the council for fraud, for obtaining that flat by deception. Right? I've reported you to DWP for fraud. I've reported you to the HMRC for fraud. And now I've reported you to the council for your behaviour last night. And the fact that you apparently support a tea organisation. Which you didn't know, did you? You didn't know that's what that organisation was called, did you? Thank you, everybody. Did you? You didn't know that, did you? No, of course you didn't. The fact that 2 weeks before, less than that, you were going to go on a free Palestine march and that you were saying about free Palestine, you absolutely knew what you were doing yesterday. Right? When you said mass with an H, you must think we came down in the last shower. Okay? Thank you, Ali. We all see you and we all saw you. I notice you've made that Instagram private now, have you? That won't save you, love. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. Thank you, Auntie Di. Thank you, Anna. And Imelda. Hi, Imelda. Of course they knew, Moonlight. Of course they knew. Right? I'll tell you why this has been done. Thank you, Tups. I'll tell you why this has been done, right? Elphaba is more than aware, incredibly aware, thank you, Anna, that they have absolutely effed up by having Maria there. Right? Thank you, everybody. They have absolutely effed up by having Maria there. So they know that. So then they now know there's a pretty good chance that they're going to lose that flat. Absolutely, Charlie. So once they lose that flat, what else have they got? No council's going to give them property. None. Thank you, Noodles. They won't go back to Barnstable. They can't go back to Barnstable. Thank you, Ski. Good evening, Noodles, love. They can't go back to Barnstable. They really can't. Oh, Hugo. Thank you, Just Vic. I'm so sorry, darling. Hi, Fallen One. Hey, Just Vic, you all right? Sorry. Can we have some hearts in the chat for Hugo, please? Thank you, Joe. Oh, God, Sky. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you, Sky. Yeah, Tori. Sorry I'm missing your comments. It's not normally what I do. Yeah, sending you much love. If you need me, reach out, okay? You have serious things like that, thank you, Susan, that's happened today. And then you've got that idiot. I am working extremely hard to stay calm. Please don't think that I'm feeling calm, because I'm not. Yes. Roberta, so if Elphaba was allowed home and their physical safety wasn't in danger, which they are, because of Elphaba's age and capability of working, they wouldn't survive 2 nights in a hostel. Because Maria is in subsidised housing, right? Maria's rent would go up. She would have to pay full price, because the logic behind that would be that Elphaba would then, thank you, Wards, Elphaba would then, thank you, Nikki, be able to contribute to the household income. Right? So they can't, Maria won't want them back, because Maria spends her money on other things. Yes, but pay with what? The Fallen One. Thank you, Rita. Pay with what? You're right, Shell. Thank you, Ords. Oh, we absolutely would, yeah. Hi, Stardew. Yeah, Fallen One, but they don't want a job. Precisely. You're very welcome, Roberta. I try to answer. They're already on it, Noodle. They're already on it. Exactly, Rich. Yeah. I don't think there is a spare room, Cass. I don't think there is. Don't hold me to that, though. Thank you, FYP Recap. Exactly, Danny. You're right, Samantha. Yeah, there's no diagnosis of that. Hi, allotment, thank you. There's no diagnosis there. And there won't be. I am sure that people in this room right now who are diagnosed with autism will shout loudly that, thank you, Samantha, thank you, Gemma, will shout loudly that Elphaba does not have autism. Oh, they don't have it. Not at the moment, no. Amber, not at the moment. They don't have it. Is TikTok classed as a hiya, Cubster? Thank you, love. Is TikTok classed as them having a job? TikTok is classed as an income. So whatever income they get, they have to declare it to DWP. Thank you, Nikki. If they don't declare it, hi, Victoria. Oh, Kaz, do you know what? No, I know. Would I say that Elphaba is a fake? No, because a fake is fairly harmless. I would say Elphaba is far worse than that. I think Elphaba is a con artist. I think Elphaba knows exactly what they're doing. And I think Elphaba is trying to play the system. And so far in their short life, they have managed to fool a lot of people. A lot of people, right? Elphaba absolutely is dangerous. Don't forget, that person that was running down the road yesterday is about 6 foot. And he's not female. We're working on it, Abby. We're working on it. We're working very hard on it. Yeah, Charlie, I would. It went on Airbnbs, accommodation, designer goods, luxury goods, makeup, all of that stuff, takeaways. I'm sure he probably gave a little bit. They gave a little bit to their mum. Elphaba will say it went on living. How you can spend 100 plus £1,000 in 3 years, I'll never know. That would set me up for life. Thank you, Fee. But it didn't go exactly, Dream Chaser. It didn't go on anything. Thank you, Shaz. Thank you, Fliss. Hi, Breeze. Sorry, I'm so. Thank you, Breeze. I am so angry. I'm missing all the comments. I do apologise. Oh, China, if you didn't say it. If you didn't say it, honestly. I know, Shell. Absolutely dreadful. Definitely didn't go on any... It didn't go on any transitioning. It didn't go on anything that was going to help them. Don't forget, they used to be on the leaderboard, on the populars, on... Oh, they were pulling in thousands a week. Elphaba did a battle with CLA and pulled in £4,000. Absolute con artist, yes. Absolute con artist. No, nothing. Nothing to show for it. Yeah, just fake. Yeah. Oh, it was horrendous, T. It was horrendous. Yeah, Donna, if you end up on if you end up on the populars, or because it used to be the weekly rankings, didn't it? If you end up in the top 3, you get, I believe it's £20,000 to £30,000. That's why they used to cause all the drama on a Friday and Saturday, so that they would get all the viewers and gifters in on a Sunday. Thank you, Kirsty. Situation with the housing is, I will tell you now, Famous, hang on. Oh, it's a load of rubbish, Kaz, that statement. Load of rubbish. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Shell. Yeah. That's why they owe. I would hazard a guess they owe more than 37. Because they absolutely owe for the phone that they said they'd lost. They owe for the rest of the contract and a replacement handset. They've not paid. They owe rent arrears. They've not paid. They owe electricity that they haven't paid. There's loads. There's so much. I pretty much certain at this point they haven't paid any council tax. That needs paying, because in the place that they're in now, they're responsible for it. If they aren't having their rent sent directly to who they're renting from, they won't have paid rent either. I think they probably have had it sent direct, because they've not been asked to leave yet. However, you got no money, Elphaba, right? You've got no money. You needed to ask your children, the children in your life, for £15 for your mum, yeah? Which was not their responsibility, by the way. So where did you get your 12 quid from for your alcohol? Because that was a brand new bottle of Malibu, wasn't it? So you spent £12 on the pre-mixed stuff, didn't you? And then you bought a bottle of alcohol, didn't you? Right? Where did the money come from, Elphaba? Because you haven't had your cameo money yet, have you? Huh? Hiding money from the taxman again, are we? Don't you worry. Taxman knows where to look. And not just your bank account, sweetheart. Your mother's. Yep. I watched somebody, who was it last night, Matt, or was it in the other live? Somebody gifted 500 roses and a giraffe, right? That's 1,500 coins. That's a lot. And this person didn't look, if they were 18, it was by a day. Not a word. Not a word. Not a thank you. Not an acknowledgement. Nothing. Thank you. Thank you, Kath. My apologies for not answering your comments. I'm so... 1,500 coins. I couldn't tell you. Thank you, Mimi. Nothing, Skydancer. Absolutely nothing. Thank you, Mim. It's about 15 quid, yeah. Maybe even a little less. Chief, they don't need to. They will have their bank information. Thank you, Valiant. And they definitely can get it from TikTok, or however Elphaba gets paid from TikTok. Oh, Famous. Sorry, I got distracted. Right. Okay, Famous. Right. First of all, this comes with a trigger warning. Elphaba decided last night. Oh, thank you, Janine. Elphaba, and who else was that? Oh, thank you, Louie. Thank you, Mum of Milo. They went on the alcohol, okay? But they did it very deliberately. They knew exactly what they were doing. Then they rage baited their chat. Thank you, Louie. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Mum of Milo. Then they rage baited their chat. Their chat was full of minors. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Sarah. Then someone said, thank you, Louie. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much. Thank you. Honestly, I really do appreciate you. The Misfits community appreciates you so much. In fairness, there was one account there, an account name that came in and referenced their half-sister. Thank you. I couldn't possibly qualify this as ever having had experienced it, you understand. You know when you've had a lot to drink? You know you've had a lot to drink and you go outside in the fresh air. Right? What's the first thing that happens to you? Yeah. Don't you have that moment of clarity and you sober up? Dizzy, feel sick, exactly. Right? But you suddenly go, fresh air hits, exactly. So you don't run, do you? You don't run. Would you know where Nando's was? I wouldn't have been able to tell you where my home was. Okay? Thank you, more of Milo. Right? I wouldn't have been able to tell you. It'd be enough for me to find a taxi. I'd be knocking on private cars' doors to try and find somewhere to get a taxi, right? But Elphaba, not only that, used a lift to go downstairs and entered in the door key code. Oh, yeah, Lee knew what he was doing. Elphaba knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing, right? They would have Googled that. They would have Googled that. Thank you, more of Milo. Yeah, of course. Yes, there is more than one. I haven't heard back yet, but Nadja, Elphaba absolutely did make themselves sick. That drink, they knew that drink would come back on them, right? You don't put alcohol in milk. They knew it would. They absolutely knew it would. It was all done completely on. Exactly, Reagan, absolutely. Oh, Lisa, the reason Elphaba doxed themselves. Yes, I noticed that. B. The reason they've doxed themselves is so that they can claim they are no longer safe. Thank you, Maura. But it curdles, Mandy. It curdles in the stomach. It was squeaky. It was all orchestrated. Yeah, Sarah, but not all of them. I'm sorry, what? There was a what now? A 12-year-old, Louisa. Do we know the account? Let me just... Louisa, I followed you back. If you know the account or you can find the account, can you message me with it, please? That's a safeguarding issue and we need to contact their parents. Yeah, Milo, yeah. Yes, Victoria, they did. Hi, Celine. Exactly 4-on-1 they could have done. Hiya, Carla, honey. Were you watching as well last night, or did you see it the next day? Because I was watching. 12 is far too young, absolutely. Which is why if I can get hold of the account... Yeah, all right, Carla J. If I can get hold of the account... thank you, Sarah. If I can get hold of the account, then that child needs safeguarding. Because that's unacceptable. Thank you, Sarah. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Thank you for the heart, Michelle. You all right, Susie? Are you watching Betty? Yeah. Yeah, Farrell, it took far too long, didn't it? It took far too long. Oh, Mandy, did you? Bless you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Yeah, I was reporting. Thank you, Louise. I really appreciate that. Oh, Kaza. Oh, Carla. I was there in real time. It was absolute car crash. Exactly, Charlie. Exactly. All this Oh, bless you, Loretta. I didn't find it a painful watch, Susie. I found myself getting angrier and angrier and angrier, and wondering how quickly could I get to London from Scotland, because honestly, I wanted to turn up at their doorstep because I'm so angry. You know, all this say to my face, say, I will. Oh, bless your dream. Thank you, Moonlight. That's it, Kelly, right there. Sorry, I'm sorry to highlight you, darling, but that's it. And people seem to forget that. Yes. Andy, I saw it. Given that their room they've got their bedroom with the kitchen and the bathroom. There's literally 2 rooms. What, and they can't walk from the bed to the... And they could have done it yesterday as well. They could have gone to the bathroom, but chose to throw up all over the floor. It got taken down when they started saying DIE, the housing situation. Yeah, so... No, it wasn't genuine. The housing situation, right, so they're going to report... They've already been reported. They will know that they've been reported. Believe me when I tell you, Elphaba... Oh, absolutely, Janine. Thank you, UK TikTok. If Elphaba knows that they've been reported to the council, 1,000,000%. Elphaba watches the awareness pages. They will be, Victoria. Elphaba watches the awareness pages, right? Elphaba pays very close attention to several awareness creators. Absolutely, Spartan. Pin that, Spartan. 3 that I can think of off the top of my head in particular. Apologies if I haven't mentioned you, but Banbird, Stormy, and The Observer, right? Those 3 absolutely they watch all the time. Okay, so they know what's happening. They know what we're doing, which is why we haven't said what we're doing behind the scenes, because if we said it and read it, yeah, they would know, and they would get their yes, and they would get their ducks in order, right? So we try not to say it. Yeah, Joy, when I reported it, first time I reported it, it came back no violations. Second time I reported both accounts, it came back as discontinued the live. How did they end up? Okay, Shell. So how did they end up in the housing? So, no, there isn't. There's no redemption, no. So now this is sort of supposition and sort of not, knowing what the housing situation is like, and knowing who helped them fill in the forms. So they went to London because they've always wanted to go. Thank you, Louis. They've always wanted to live in London, right? So London was the place to go. They basically have told the council, housing charities, etc., that they are homeless, okay, because they've fled a DV relationship with their mother, okay? Thank you, Louis. They fled a DV relationship, okay? Because they're trans. Mummy doesn't want them there. Hang on, Cassie. Try again, lovely. I've just followed you, love, right? So, on that basis, because they're trans, because they've got potentially, which they don't, because they're allegedly on the pathway to being diagnosed with non-existent autism and non-existent ADHD, right? They are vulnerable. I hate using these words in relation to Elphaba. Right, they're vulnerable. Yeah, I know. So that, coupled with a letter from Maria to say, don't want them here, and all the rest of it. Thank you, Louisa. They will be, and using the right words and in the right order, because they were helped by someone who's also, and this is no disrespect to them, but has played the system because they've had to survive. That's how they were able to get the... Exactly, Raven, yeah. No worries, Carrie. No, did you, Froggy? Yeah. So that's how they were able to get that accommodation. Now, the reason they know they've messed up, the latest friend they've lost, Evil Pearl Party. Yeah, they're not vulnerable at all. But the thing is, thank you for the treasure box FYP recap. Pin that, Dazza. Thank you. Thank you for the heart me's and stuff. Right, so the reason they are now panicking and you are seeing the epic meltdowns, I don't think so, Shell. Not in England, anyway. Thank you, Cassie. So the reason they're having the epic meltdown is because they know that all the awareness communities, that because they had Maria to stay, right? So Maria came to stay. Maria, who is allegedly the perpetrator of the DV. Thank you, Cara. Right? You cannot have the alleged perpetrator visit you at that property. High Trinity, it's not allowed. Now, had Maria visited for a couple of hours, Elphaba may very well have got away with it. Okay, but the way they did it, was they had Maria there for sure Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. That's 3 nights. Right? So they know that they've effed up entirely. So this is how they're dealing with it. I do. UK TikTok, yeah, I do. Absolutely. Don't forget they've got last night's footage. They've got the footage from last night. So they've got the footage of them going out, running down the street, threatening to fight everybody, looking like, trying to look like they were mad. Hi, Amanda Panda. You all right, darling? Oh, yeah. Of course not, Emma. Because they not only put yourself at risk, they put the other residents at risk. So, they'll absolutely investigate. Oh, Lee. They absolutely will investigate because Elphaba's put everybody else in that unit at risk. And you will have heard it. Hi, Mary. You will have heard it because did we not hear when Elphaba asked Maria to turn the music down because of the baby? I don't care about the baby. I'm not interested in the baby. So potentially putting everybody else at risk. Oh, bless you, Emma. Yep, told people to come and fight them. Told everybody to DIE. Told everybody they support I'm going to say hummus, but you know what I mean, right? What you forget, Elphaba, is all the stuff you did prior to last night. So when you were saying, oh, I didn't realise hummus was an organisation that I shouldn't be, you are absolutely have been recorded talking about Palestine. So you totally know. Yeah, Mad Hatter, yeah. You absolutely know what you were saying. And that footage has also gone to the council, right? You see, what you don't understand is a lot of us in the awareness community have disabilities, okay, and we are unable to work. So unfortunately for you, we have time on our hands, some of us. And so what we do is we collate. We go looking for all the TikToks, or we've already got all the screen recordings. We have people like The Observer and Barnbird, okay, and we can get it all together. Zip it into a file and send it to the council. I saw that FYP recap, but they're not going to get away with that. They won't get away with that because I've got the recording of them talking about when they were going to go. Have you, Eternia? So have I, darling. You're not alone in here. Trust me, if you haven't got a disability, you're special in here. It's not, Lee. Absolutely. At the moment, Louis, it's more of a civil matter. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Amanda. And we really want to get Elphaba out of there. Thank you, Harry Potter. And Anna, thank you. We really want to get Elphaba out of there. Because Elphaba represents a danger to the other residents. Right? Absolutely represents a danger to the other residents. But as I've said, for anyone that doubts, was perfectly capable of operating the lift, perfectly capable of inputting the door code to go out, perfectly capable of making their way to Nando's, right? Was running, didn't fall over once, didn't overbalance once, didn't slip off a curb once, right? They absolutely knew exactly what they were doing. I know, Stardew. I know. Yeah, Yogi. Yeah. Yeah. Read the comments perfectly fine. Absolutely. Right. Tried to pass out on the bed. Thank you, Dan. Right. That was waiting for someone to call the police. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew the response they were going to get. Exactly, Emma. They knew the response they were going to get. Whenever they knocked the phone over, they picked it up and repositioned it perfectly. Right? They knew exactly what they were doing. Exactly what they were doing. And this is why, yeah, I believe so, Fallen One. Yeah, I believe so. This is why it is so important to raise awareness. Now, I get people saying to me, and I'm sure the other awareness pages will agree, that we always get those people that say, why don't you just ignore them and then they don't get any attention and they'll go away. No, they won't, right? Elphaba is addicted to attention. And actually, while Elphaba, thank you, Joe, while Elphaba is on here, we know where they are, right? Absolutely, Fallen One. But we know where they are and we can monitor them and we can keep an eye on their audience and the people gifting, and we can raise awareness and we know where to go with it, okay? Ignoring them will make them worse. I think Fallen One just put that. Ignoring them will make them worse. They will become more dramatic. They will do more stuff. Dan. If an ambulance goes to... Right, if there's any paramedics in here, can you tell me whether this is correct? If you've got a nuisance caller, are the police called at the same time, or will the police attend prior to you going? Because I know the police have to attend nuisance calls. Oh, constant validation, yeah. Yeah, Heather. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, Daryl kept saying in the live, they're fine. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Jules. I kept saying in the live, Elphaba's fine. they've been sick, they're fine, right? Because this is, I don't know how I can tell you, how I explain to you, right? Elphaba knew that having milk and alcohol mixed together would cause a reaction in their stomach. Thank you, Crazy. So they knew at some point, because of the speed with which they drank as well, they knew that they would be sick at some point, right? So they knew they were avoiding alcohol poisoning. This is how calculated Elphaba is, okay? So they knew they weren't in any harm. They weren't in any harm, any danger at all. So all of this stuff that you saw on Instagram stories with, it's a good job I was sick, otherwise I could have been on alcohol poisoning. Right? Where do you think they've got that from? How do they already know that? Because they've already researched it before they did it. Do you understand? I said something the other day. I can't remember what it was on a live. I said something on a live, right? And it was repeated almost verbatim the next day by Elphaba. I would not be surprised if Elphaba is in this live right now. Which is why I'm trying to keep my... Oh yeah, good evening, Foxy. That's why I'm trying to keep my temper at a minimum. Thank you, Foxy, love. Oh yeah, Glammy, yeah. Oh, Elphaba is absolutely in here. Yeah, Scream Queen, it was a joke. It was an absolute joke. Yeah, Tony. They made their own, but they used a lot of Malibu milk and milkshake powder. Oh, Elphaba is 1,000,000% in here, trust me. 1,000,000%. If they're not in here, they're on the outside watching. Promise you. On a different account. Thank you, Mrs. Laura. Because they know I'm going to talk about them. You're all right, Auntie Sue. They know I'm going to talk about them. Right? And I think I speak for everyone, Elphaba, when I say your little game that you played last night, which I would imagine traumatised a lot of the younger people, including the alleged 12-year-old that was in your live. How old's your sister? 15. And people have to leave your sister alone because they're only 15. Thank you, EJR. You have audience members. You have viewers your sister's age. You care about your sister, but you don't care about your audience. Make that make sense. Did you care about the 9 or 10-year-old that gave you all their Christmas money? No, you didn't. Did you care about any of the minors in your live last night? When you were running and threatening people? And if there were anybody that didn't love animals, they could go and DIE. Did you care about them then? Now, I'm not saying that some of the comments that were directed at you weren't absolutely disgusting, but you know what you could have done? You had two choices. Go on sub only or turn off your live. You chose to do neither. In fact, you were so drunk that you came off one live on TikTok when it got banarded. You went straight on another account, firing up another live. Thank you, Joe. And when that got bananaed, you had enough savvy about you to not go on your verified Instagram account. Oh, no. You went on your other one, didn't you? With the 9,000 followers. But you were so drunk, weren't you, Elphaba? that you didn't know what you were doing. Yeah, I don't believe you. And I've explained all this to the council. Right? You think you're so clever. You might have fooled the miners in your life. Thank you, Claire. You might have fooled the miners in your life, but what you don't understand, and I know you saw me. I know you saw me. That's how I know you're in here. Okay? Thank you. Right? Because we see it, thank you, Louis. Because we see it, and we can backtrack, and we can point out patterns, and we can say when you have contradicted yourself, okay, and we can send timelines because we remember your lies better than you do. Thank you, Pepsi. Yeah? And we can send that information to the relevant authorities. So, in a funny sort of way, I'm not surprised. You are absolutely your pants. Because you know it's coming, don't you? You know it's coming. You know you've got about, I don't know, between 3 weeks and 4 weeks before you've got to find somewhere else to live. Do you also know that no one in any London borough now, as far as the council is concerned, is going to house you? You'll be blacklisted because they will have found that you have obtained property by deception. Want us to send you the money for the tent that you're going to need? No. You have annoyed more people in the last 24 hours than I think you've managed to do in the entire time you've been on this app. Right? That's quite the achievement. But see, all those miners that were in your life, we are going to find them and we are going to safeguard them. Because you don't care, but we certainly do. What we don't care about now is what happens to you. Because we've all tried. We've all tried to reach out to you. We've all tried to give you advice. Right? We've all offered our time. Most of us have sent the police to do welfare checks on you when we've been worried about you. But this is not a mental health crisis. This is not a breakdown. This is you attempting to play the system because you are desperate. You know you're not going to get an autism or ADHD diagnosis. You are not going to get hormones, primarily because you don't want them, but also because of your apparent mental health. You're so serious about taking your sertraline that you will happily mix them with alcohol and then throw them up. Thank you, nobody. Right? Absolutely, you are not going to get away with any of this. Right? Because we see you. And the very fact that you were trying not to lose your temper over somebody talking about your half-sister, and yet you were vile in front of minors last night. The hypocrisy is rank. And once the council see the video of how you treat their place, the place that you've been housed, once they see that you have absolutely zero consideration for your neighbours, and once they've worked out and seen that you've managed to get that property because you lied on the application, your goose is cooked. And I, for one, will have a buzzball to celebrate when you get evicted from that place. Sorry, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I cannot tell you. Good night, B. Toilet paper, yes. Yes. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Tors. Oh, they will go back to Maria, yeah. Oh, they can't go back to Maria. They won't be able to go back to Maria. Sorry, they're saying they were possessed. That I said. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Can I just say, if you're new in here, because I'm trying not to look at the numbers, if you're new in here, I don't benefit from any gifts, okay? The gifts that I get on a live and from the Creators Fund all go into a community pot, and we try to help people. Some people in here, we've sent money to somebody that lost everything in a flood. We've helped people in the community. We've donated to a good cause for a child that needed a sensory room. We are donating money to about 4 different charities for Christmas. So I personally don't live off this. You're not going to see me on a flight in first class anytime soon. Also, please don't subscribe. You won't get anything. Genuinely mean that. You'll get nothing. And it's very expensive. So, yeah, just to let you know, I don't benefit. I do this for the community. I also would say to you is if you're here, you are part of that community, okay? Thank you, Colette. Also, the money that we give, you don't need to pay back, and it is on we assess it. You know, if you say anything to us, I need help with this, that, and the other. Thank you, Sky Dancer. We will assess it. You know what I mean? We don't want the ins and outs of inside leg measurements and all that, but you know, we're very careful with who we give money to because we are very aware that it's not our money. Not my money, it's ours. Okay. I just wanted to put that out there. It's a huge mouthful. But I don't know why, but I always think it's really important for people to know. Thank you, Jane. So every penny of every gift goes into a pot. Thank you, Maya. Yeah, it all goes into pots. So please don't think this that I'm saying all this about Elphaba and I'm making money off it and profiting off it. I'm not. The community is, which is why I haven't turned them off. And I wouldn't do. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Sorry, I was checking my screen. Oh, thank you, Cassie. Thank you for the heart, mate. Oh, Claire, a dactyl. Love that. Oh, Peekaboo, thank you. Thank you, Karma. Thank you, Peekaboo. I just wanted you to know, thank you, Shaz, that your money doesn't. I'm not going to go out and get a takeaway and 3 buzz balls. Trust me, okay? It stays where it's meant to be. It stays where and it gets spent on worthwhile things. Honestly. Thank you, Raven. Molly Pops, are you kidding me? Thank you, Tanya. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Oh, Shaz, thank you. Thank you so much, honestly, from the whole of the community, thank you. I haven't seen anyone that's benefited from the community come in yet. But if they do, I'll let you know. I think, thank you, Shell. I think, Shell, that if the detectives on TikTok look very carefully, thank you, AJP, look very carefully, they'll be able to work out where they are. The awareness community knows where they are. Thank you, Shaz. That's all right, Dream. Oh, thank you, Tups. Oh, did you, Sky Dancer? Oh, God. I'm so pleased as well, Tors. You're like a founding member, love. Thank you, Finian. Thank you. Yeah, it's all. Yes, mutton chops. Absolutely. Thank you, Mama. Evening Flower. Raven, 90% of the gifters are children, yes. Yeah, they went live on their Instagram earlier. Singing, would you believe? Thank you, Shell, without having had a shower. Which, again, is done deliberately. Thank you, Nana. Because people will rush into their room because they'll get messages saying, oh my God, look at the state of Elphaba, they haven't had a shower, they got sick in their hair and they haven't had a wash. And everybody, thank you, Mutton Chops, everybody goes rushing to their room, the viewing figures go up, which pushes it out onto the FYP. Thank you, Maya. Right? They're not stupid. This is the thing. They're very calculating and they appear to be very clever. Thank you, Pink, Miss D. They're very clever if you're a child, right? But most of the awareness community is over the age of 30, a lot of us, and I've seen a lot of life. So you cannot pull the wool over our eyes. Oh, thank you, Evil Pearl. I really appreciate that. Yeah, they were singing. Yeah. Are you supposed to be funny? Why so blunt? 13. I'm just going to assume you're 13 and block you. There you go, Flower. Oh, thank you, Finian. Honestly, and it's true. I swear to God. We helped somebody in Australia. There was a flood and they lost everything twice. And the first time, thank you, Evil Pearl Party. The second time, they lost all the bedding and clothing for the kids. So we sent them 250 quid. We helped somebody 2 weeks ago who had no bedding, had to leave their rented accommodation because they couldn't afford to stay there and had absolutely no bedding. So sent them 40 quid for bedding. We've sent so much, honestly. Thank you, Mrs. Laura. We've done more than that. We've made, in fact, that's on my page there. We've made a donation to something called Harrison's Fund from Jojo's Misfits. We've sent money to someone that didn't have any money for food and couldn't get food bank. We do as much as we can with what we're given. And thank you, Flower. That's why I get so angry by these people that con their audience out of money. It frustrates the life out of me. I cannot tell you. We've told people to turn their gifting badges off because it helps, believe it or not. We've because of what I see when people come in. I try not to look at a gifting badge, but it's really difficult because that's the first thing you see because it's the first thing next to your name, and it really frustrates me. But if you look, quite a lot of people in here have turned them off so that you don't get, and it's made a difference. No, darling Jane. I've got a PayPal. I just don't advertise it because that's where all the money goes and sits in a PayPal. Thank you, Dazza. Dazza, Tori needs to know how to turn it off. How to turn the gifting badge off, please, Dazza. Or if you are good at following instructions, if you go on Banned Birds page, one of her posts will tell you how to do it. Oh, don't worry, Feral, don't worry. Thank you, Amanda. If you go, are you asking a question, Celine, or showing everybody you turned your badge off? I don't know. Sorry, I'm so well behind. Louisa, I saw the apology. I saw all the S-baiting. I saw, when I say apology, the non-apology, because apparently the audience caused it. Yeah, I saw all of that. I'm pinning you anti-die. So yeah, Louisa, I saw most of it. Good, Leanne. Oh, is this the latest? They're possessed. Oh, bless you, Frankie. I'll look into it, Gemma, definitely. Oh, James. Oh, thank you, James. Thank you so much. All goes into the pot. Thank you, Emma, for the treasure box as well. Sorry, I'm so far behind. I hate missing people. Thank you, Pol Pot. I appreciate that. Stormy, I thought I recognised it. No, yours is still there, Noodles, darling. If you go on Banbird's page, BANNED, BIRD, it's on there. The instructions for it are on there for turning your badge off. Oh, you did it, Celine. Well done. Thank you, Eternia. I tell you what, Stormy. Stormy is one of many awesome awareness pages. Thank you, Sam. And we know that Elphaba watches Stormy because they use Stormy's words. Absolutely unreal. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, the written statement's absolute waste of time. Yeah, Shell, you should, because yours stands out, darling. I bet you get lots of people saying hello to you. If you send a heart me in a live, I bet they say hello. Oh, Stormy. Yeah, I do know. Sorry, I'm so far behind in comments. AI wrote it. Oh my God. Thank you for the gifts. Honestly, genuinely, thank you for the gifts. Just bear with me. I don't know. In a minute, Dazza. I don't know, but thank you, love. I don't understand. Right. So now you're saying you're possessed. You were possessed. Number one. Thank you, Cheryl. Number one, Elphaba. Get your own story. Right? Stop plagiarizing other people's stories. You might be able to fool some of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. Do you understand? Right? And the thing is, you don't fool any of us anymore. The only people you are capable of fooling at this point are under 18-year-olds who don't have much life experience and therefore think that anybody that's talking to them on social media is somebody that knows what they're doing. Oh, and don't you just know what you're doing? Right? I've heard you repeat verbatim stuff that I've said on a live. Because you can't come up with it on your own, can you? Because you're not clever enough. There are awareness communities that raise awareness by camtoing you. I'm not even going to give you that this evening. I am not camtoing you because I refuse to allow you to influence my audience. right? I don't know how to say what I want to say because it's not very pleasant. But you see, I have a conscience. I don't want to trigger my audience. There's a difference between you and I. I came on this live tonight knowing how angry I was, knowing that I would need to speak calmly, right, in order to protect my audience from what could be an absolute what's it show of me shouting. But I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay really calm and use my words. You are, and I'm going to say it, trigger warning for the swearing, an absolute piece of shit. You really are. You saw me come in your live yesterday and you didn't even have the bottle to say anything to me, did you? And I kept saying stuff to you and you kept ignoring me. Are you scared of this little old granny? Because you didn't used to be, did you? Wanted me to get the nurse to put me to bed. Can't face me now though, can you? Why is that, Elphaba? Because I see straight through you, and now I'm telling everyone. Don't you like that? Get used to it. I told you, and I will remind you, that every time you make a move on social media, me and every other awareness team is going to be right behind you. And quite a lot of the time, right in front of you, because we will have worked out your next move before you have. You want to know what we want? What do people want from me? Off social media. That's what we want. All of this will stop. It will all go away, all the awareness, if you come off social media. And we do it to protect people from you. So the whole woe is me, not buying it. The whole I don't want to be here, not buying it. The whole I hate my body, not buying it. Right? And it's not transphobia. You are a deeply unlikable, unpleasant person. I don't care how you dress. I don't care how you present yourself to the world. I care about the damage you are doing to other people. The scamming you are doing to other people. You're on notice. We won't stop until or unless you do. Oh, I am so sorry. I am so angry. I am so angry. Thank you. I'm not trying to, I'm just angry. I'm angrier. Right, I have 3 targets at the moment. There are 3 targets that I have, right? 3 people I am determined to expose and determined to get off this app. That is Elphaba Orion Doherty, Kevin Wright, aka Mr. UK TikTok Official, and Delusive Angie. Those 3 people Absolutely do not, Elphaba. Look at the FYP, darling. It's all on the FYP. Oh, I'll get to them. I'll get to them. I will absolutely get to them. Oh, I will get to all of them. Yeah, but I can only take on 3 at a time. If I spread myself too thin, then I'm not going to get anyone off. And I need to get them off. Thank you for the heart me's. Yeah, and I can only do it 3 at a time. CLA will be on that list. Sobriety Jack will be on that. There are so many of them. The Billionaire Gifter will be on that list. Right? There's too many. Kirsten Cunningham. There's so many of them, and I'm aware of all of them. Believe me. Right? And I will. This is what I do. Thank you, Helen. This is what I do. But to begin with, I want Elphaba gone. Thank you, Olivia. I want Delusive Angie gone, and I want Mr. UK TikTok Official gone. Right? I don't care what order they go in, as long as they go. Thank you, Glammy. Oh, I think that day is not too far away, Raven. I'm not going to lie, because I think that having lost all accounts now, and having to start from scratch, they're not here much longer. Kev, his 15 NFAs and his open case that's pending. I got sent a lot of information about Mr. UK TikTok Official, and the more I look into him, the more I worry about the people he interacts with. No further action. But Lee, no further action means the cases are still open. Thank you, Mama. It means the cases are still open. Thank you, Cheryl. There just wasn't enough. Thank you for the amen. There just wasn't enough evidence to get past the CPS. Hi, Maz. He's absolutely a predator. Yeah, I saw that mutton chops. Thank you, Nana Karen and Hazel. If you go on to the Misfits YouTube page, I think you'll see where I was talking about Zach. Thank you, Shaz. Mr. UK TikTok Official is Kevin Wright, yes. Kevin Wright, who allegedly, good morning amongst sisters, who allegedly is going to be, good night, Auntie Di, is allegedly due to be arrested if they set foot on English soil. Hence the reason they are now in Puerto Rico. And funnily enough, they've fallen out with CLA. But CLA's in Puerto Rico. Interesting, isn't it? Oh, he's running. Absolutely, he's running. But he's going to run out. Allegedly, again, he's sold his dad's passport to Sobriety Jack. Did you? Who, Courtney? I don't think CLA's been to America. Right. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Oh, karma always wins. Puerto Rico, they are in now. Both of them. I will do, Serafina, I will do. Yeah, he's running Evil Pearl Party. He's running. But do you know what? He's a predator. Sorry, I'm going to say it. He absolutely is. He preys on the vulnerable. It's why he doesn't let people speak. He doesn't let anyone speak. If anyone's going for him, he won't let them speak. Or he'll do that, how dare you speak to me like that? Yeah? Who do you think you are? It's why him and CLA are together. Both scammers. Sent the hotel stays, but oh, did you mutton chops? Oh, it's American, right? Okay. No, unless they're lying, Rebecca, that could be true. They could be lying. Thank you, Tups. $90. Oh, sold his dad's passport, evil Pearl Party, yeah. Because the thing is, when you send a passport or a driving licence as verification, right, you don't have to hold it to your face, do you? You just have to take a picture of it or use like an ID app and send a picture of it through that. Dead simple. Oh, Mr. UK TikTok official, thank you, Maz, is... Oh, that might be it, Katie. Yeah. Yeah, that might be it. Really, Noodles? I'm going to have to go and look for that. Thank you, Julie. I think, Kitty, Kevin went first and then CLA. That's right. That's right. That's right. I remember now. Oh, Grandel. Oh, tell me about it. Isn't it funny how they're not staying in the one... Have you noticed? Neither of them are staying in the one place more than one night. Isn't that funny? Thank you, Grandel, love. Thank you, Crow. Exactly, Nikki. Yeah. FYP recap. Kevin will not get back into America for at least 5 years minimum. At least 5 years minimum. They will not be allowed entry into the United States. Thank you, Global. Sorry, I'm so far behind. Bird, Kev, Kev hasn't fallen off, honey. Kev is experiencing a resurgence because he was out in Spain with CLA. And of course, everybody's picked up on it, and so they've all come and had battles with him and stuff. He's getting over 1,000 people in his lives at the moment and making money off the back of it. I've seen it, Katie, yeah. No, it's all right, Dan. I couldn't answer you. I don't know. So 15 phase. They wanted 1 to 15. Well, that's all right, Noodles. I'll let Corey know what the NFAs are. I'll let him know. Thank you. Oh, Raven. Yeah. Yeah. Because they don't want to be caught up with. Good night, Shaz, darlings. Take care. They don't want to be caught up with. 10 years. See, this is... I was in... I can't remember whose live it was, but they were using information that Big Boss or the boss had got from that Belgian lad's family, and I did put in there, I'll do anything I can to help, but I think they were concentrating on what they were doing, and who am I? They don't know me. So, but he's followed me back now, or he's let me follow him. Yeah. Rebecca, no, you're not gullible. Right? I've been aware of Elphaba since they were 19. Some people have been aware of Elphaba a lot longer than that. A lot of us in the awareness community have gone through periods of feeling very sorry for Elphaba for a number of reasons, right? Number one, Maria. not going to get Mother of the Year, is she? And we would see this behaviour and we would think, oh my God, their mental health is really bad and they've clearly got something wrong with them. And then we'd find out little things. So entered Autism's Got Talent, hasn't got autism, right? And then there would be accusations from friends. And there'd be little slip-ups in lives. And we were, what's this about? And then the behaviour started getting progressively worse. And some of us thought, or maybe the pressure that they're under, they know the awareness is out there, posters are going up, all of that sort of stuff. And we continued to feel sorry for them, right? I stopped feeling sorry for Elphaba about a year ago, okay? I was on a live and they were holding a kitchen implement to their neck. And I contacted the police on the live because I was so concerned. Around that time, or slightly before, no, a bit before that time, Elphaba had cam-2'd me and was calling me all the names under the sun, right? And actually ended up reporting me to the police. Thank you, Louis, reporting me to the police, right? Nothing happened. No charges were filed. No evidence of anything. So when Elphaba says stupid things like, I've never been reported to the police, that's a lie. I know of at least 3 people that reported them. I know that one person has an active case against Elphaba, right? When they say anything, there's always something they've said a week or so before that completely contradicts what they're saying. So please don't feel bad for feeling sorry for Elphaba, right? It's a natural reaction when you don't know the circumstances, and they go to quite a lot of lengths to cover up the circumstances. So if you saw them on Saturday with Maria, first off, you wouldn't know that they've alleged that Maria is their amuser, right? You wouldn't know that they're toxic together. However, you wouldn't know that Elphaba intimidated and threatened a DV victim and her 3 children who had fled to a safe house when they were living next door to Elphaba's mum. Okay? All of this stuff comes out over time, and if you're not aware, you're not aware. But a lot of us have felt sorry for them. I've reached out to Elphaba. Bee's reached out to her. Stormy's reached out. There's so many of us. We've all felt sorry for Elphaba at one point or another. However, what Elphaba is now doing is escalating the cycle in order to convince people that there are serious underlying mental health issues, that they are having a crisis, right? And what I'm trying to get out there is they are not. This is not a crisis. This is a con. I don't know how else to say it. It's not a crisis, it's a con, right? Elphaba will sit there and tell you, I just want to be left alone. I just want to live my life. Yeah? I just want to live my life. I just want to be left alone. I don't understand why all these people are bullying me. Elphaba understands precisely why the awareness community are doing what they're doing, because this isn't bullying, right? They know exactly why we're here. And the fact that we're here, they lose their temper quite often. You'll see it. And we can sit there and watch Elphaba and in a WhatsApp chat at the same time saying, oh, incoming, because we can see the mood change. We can see the numbers dropping. And we can see, what can I start? So please know, if you are watching on the outside and you think I'm being horrible to Elphaba, trust me, at 53 years of age, I've seen a lot of life. This is not a crisis. This is a con. Elphaba has conned the council into giving them somewhere to live. If you remember on Saturday, Elphaba tried to say to the live chat that Maria had hit them. When Maria refused to say she had, Elphaba turned on a dime. The mood switch up was so fast, right? And then they turned back and went, that's the real Elphaba. The one that turns on a dime when people don't cooperate with them. And the awareness community absolutely doesn't cooperate. In fact, we go out of the way to debunk everything they say, which is why they hate us all, but can't stop watching us. Can you, Elphaba? So that was a really long answer to a very short question. My apologies. Oh, absolutely the aggressor, yeah. Bless you, Paula. And then said, yes. Thank you, Lady Day. Oh, you're very welcome, Rebecca. Sorry, I go on a... Yeah, I go on... I am... This is me staying... Do you know what? Actually, this is worse for Elphaba than me ranting. Yeah, they will do, Dan. Thank you, Julie, because currently they're under Enfield Council, but they got housed under Ealing Council. So there will be, good evening, Mr. Alex. There will be a, like a database, I would imagine, where, see, the council will contact the previous council. This person is now here, and they are claiming this. Yeah, they're claiming this, that, and the other, and then that council will let the new council know, you don't want to house that person. That person is fraudulent. I don't know, Joe. I actually don't know the answer to that. Do you earn money on Insta Live? There must be somebody that can do Instas. Oh, bless you, Rebecca. I understand that, Lady Day. I understand that. You don't get paid, Evil Pearl. Oh. So they're going to be really rather miffed, aren't they, that their TikTok's gone down. I wonder how long the ban's for. Because if the live was discontinued, it'd be what, a five-day ban, maybe? 5 days without earning money. Thank you, Orange. I really do appreciate very little. Content bit, right. Okay. Yeah, you got a 4-day and that was one word. They were going DIE, DIE, DIE for about 15 minutes. So they should have, someone said the 5th. The 5th? Oh, for God's sake. Yes, Courtney, yes. Public buying badges. Oh, right, okay, Flower, thank you. 15th. I agree with you, Glammy. So one thing Elphaba doesn't use, Jessie, is YouTube. That one I do know for sure. No, I didn't, Froggy. Spartan did. I didn't, Spartan did. But interestingly enough, Elphaba didn't. Make that make sense. Whatever gift money they had in that live, they will lose it because of the ban. It's like, not only do you get the punishment of not being able to go live, you also lose. Or it's great, isn't it? TikTok take all your money. So yesterday, when CLA lost that final account, she had £114 in there that she couldn't withdraw. It was gone. Lady Day, from your mouth to God's ears. I hope so. And I would not wish that on, having been homeless myself, I would not wish that on anybody apart from Elphaba. And I would wish it on Elphaba now because of the damage he's doing to people. They are doing to people. The damage is the triggering. Ooh. Oh my days, Matt, that's dreadful. The 15th. I did notice, Sim, that they were doing a lot of cameos over the last few days. Still earn money. Oh, yeah, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. I'd forgotten about that. Thank you for reminding me. Sorry, Hayley. 80 quid in 3 days. Are you WhatsApping me right now? Right. You can go on TickLeap and you can see what I'm saying is correct, right? I earned yesterday, I want to say £24. A few days before that, I earned 14, right? And I'm grateful for every penny. That earned 80 quid in 3 days. I'm sorry, what? For what? And not once did they thank their gifters. Not once. Do you know what? Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Helen, darling. No, Glammy, it's not. Yes, Pol Pot. Thank you, Helen, love. Oh no, Donna, tell me about it. Oh, Naomi. They really, really do. Yeah, same, Dan. Yeah, see, Chelsea Lee Art 44 new, I think it is, or Chelsea Lee Art new 44. Now tell me how they've managed to get, I think it's about 12k followers. Do you know how long it took me to get 12k followers? The best part of 18 months. What? Chelsea, do you know what? Elphaba said yesterday that if there are any kids in their life, that was great, especially trans kids, because Elphaba wanted to be someone they looked up to, and my heart sank. Trans kids looking up to Elphaba, wow, that's setting the bar really low, isn't it? All of the guff that they spout, like if you put the hormones drops under your tongue, things grow quicker. Taking one sertraline, I feel so much better already. I'm going to go on the internet and I'm going to buy hormones. That was it, because I'd said on that live, if you are going to go down that route, please make sure you have regular blood tests to keep an eye on your liver. Thank you, Debbie. The very next live Elphaba went on and was talking about getting hormones off the internet, followed it with, but you need regular blood tests. That's how I know Elphaba's here. Thank you, Debbie, love. Sorry, just... No worries, Ali. You probably left and come back, haven't you? Yeah. Exactly, Panda Boy. Exactly that. And I just... Oh, bless you, Dan. You're kidding, Noodles. Absolutely do. Wow, Rebecca. This is the thing, and there are very easily manipulated people in their life. Well, why aren't you in bed then, B? And this is who the awareness community are trying to reach. We are trying to reach primarily the children, the minors in Elphaba's life, but because we have integrity, yeah. Because we have integrity and we have morals, right? We won't reach out to the children because it's not morally the correct thing to do. So good. The only thing we can do is try and reach the parents. Which is really frustrating. Yeah, B. Stormy was talking about spirituality, weren't you? And stuff, and now Elphaba's coming out saying they're possessed. Spiritual guidance, yeah. Yeah. Today, Panda Boy. Today. Yeah. Did she tell him? Yeah. It's because we know Elphaba watches. That's why sometimes you'll see me talk to Elphaba, because I know they're going to say it. So they will be doing cameos like there's no tomorrow. Ugh, I don't know. They'll be doing cameo, or have been doing cameos. See, that's the other thing, you see. Yeah, Stormy. But that's the other thing. Did you notice that they've done a run of cameos? This is how calculated and manipulative Elphaba is. They've done a run of cameos, right? Yeah, I totally agree with you, James. They've done a run of cameos because they knew this storyline was coming. They knew that this was what they were going to do. They mixed alcohol with milk. Exactly, Sarah. They mixed alcohol with milk and drank it incredibly quickly because they knew that would make them sick. You take care, Mr. Alex, that would make them sick. Yep. So they knew that their health was not at risk. Yes. But they knew that their health wasn't correct. Discord. Absolutely right. They made sure they were sick. Didn't they? Yep. They did indeed say that it had taken that rug. Yeah. Exactly, Hayley. Thank you, Julie. Elphaba was diagnosed last night. Correct. Oh, Panda, this isn't manic. This is scared. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But do you know what the great thing is, Naomi? They will, because I've sent it to them. Oh, yeah. Exactly, Panda. Sorry. They will, Hazel. They will. They will. No. Good night, Heather, love. Elphaba cares about Elphaba. Oh, boy, you'd have to get in line, love. Yeah, Paula. Do we think it was a coincidence that Maria went home on Tuesday and by Wednesday night, Elphaba, good night, Maz, was getting drunk? Or do we think that Maria and Elphaba cooked up the story between them? Yeah. Of course they did. Because at the time that Maria was there, Elphaba became aware that we all went, oh, you're screwed now. You've had that person in the flat. We are letting the council know, right? So straight away, they now have to come up with something. Watch this hand over here while this hand over here does something else. There's a reason they were asking for money. There is a reason that they did it. Oh, absolutely obvious, honestly. But thank you, Sky. It's obvious to us. It's obvious to us, but it's not obvious to the children that were in their life and the minors. Yeah, absolutely. The minors that are in their life. It's not going to be obvious to them. What? Why? Think back to when you were a child. Why would it be? Yeah. It wouldn't be obvious as a child, would it? You'd believe it, wouldn't you? Because as far as you're concerned, the person you're watching is practically on TV. Thank you, Glynis. I mean, good night, Glynis. Oh, good Lord. Good night, darling. So you would never think, why would this person lie? They've got nothing to gain. Good night, Moonlight. I know, Julie. I know. But that's what I mean. It is. Absolutely, James. It's absolutely that. Financial brooming at its finest. Oh, Debbie, I'm sorry. Yeah. Panda. Yeah. Financial brooming. Yeah. 1,000,000%. Thank you, Juliet. Is Stormy going to bed? Or is Moonlight going to bed? Sorry, I couldn't tell. Sneaks back in. I see you. I did sort of guess that from your name, Mutton Chops. Oh, right, Moonlight. Okay, sorry. But yeah, this is... The thing is, once you start putting it all together, it's like join the dots. It really is. God, Elphaba, you think you're so clever. You really do think you're clever. One step ahead of you. Especially on this occasion, lovely. Oh, did you, Panda? Yeah, I was watching that. Thank you, Andrea. Yeah, I was watching that. But notice that they ran all the way there. Notice that they used the lift. Notice that they were able to input the code for the door. Notice that they didn't fall over once. And yet they were so paralytic, allegedly, that they couldn't remember parts of the evening. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And what Leanne is saying is so important in the chat. Please check your child's devices. Okay? It really is so important. Oh, yeah. Yes, Andrea, I did. They were like saucers. You're very welcome, Kelly, darling. I shall be back tomorrow. No doubt. If I'm not talking about Elphaba, it'll be about Mr. Flip-Flop. Hey, Mickey. Sorry, darling. Sorry. Oh, yes, Louis. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why they needed the money. I do not know, Glammy. I don't know. Oh, love you too, darling. Any person who can perfectly hold their phone while passing out? Completely, James. Yeah. And then open their eyes and focus immediately on the comments. Now, if you've ever been drunk, thank you, Daily Dose. If you've ever been drunk and I couldn't possibly say whether I have or not, thank you, Georgie. It takes your eyes a while to focus, doesn't it? Because your reactions are slower, which means your pupils are slower. And yet when they open their eyes, straight to the comments. See, once you know, you know. You can see it. It's really, really obvious. Yeah. Absolutely. Sorry. Yeah. Position the camera. Yeah. All of that stuff. Yeah. Oh, Danny. Oh, honey. It might be worth messaging the adult to see whether you can get that money back. If they have a conscience, they'll send it back. Unfortunately, a lot of creators on here don't. Level 24 is a lot of money. That would be my suggestion, lovely. Yeah, Kitty. Oh, Daily Dose, it was just a what's it show. They will 79 because I've said that. You watch them now. You watch how the phone will never be completely upright. Yeah? They won't focus on the comments. They won't remember anything they did. They'll remember to fall over if they get drunk. Yeah? Watch it. Pet rat chewing your foot. Do you know what, James? Right, it's very, very hard not to. I think Elphaba would test anyone to the limit, honestly. I think with what I was saying, because what I was saying was enjoy the rest of your tenancy because I've sent this footage, the footage of tonight to the council. You could argue that was rage baiting, to be fair. So we can only take so much, can't we? We can only take so much. And it becomes, for me, it's difficult to turn off because I'm thinking of all the people watching them. And I'm trying to tell the people in the comments, stop worrying, stop. There is absolutely nothing wrong with Elphaba. They're fine. It's really hard. So, yeah, I don't blame you, lovely. Good night, Mutton Chops. All right. See you in the morning, honey. Yeah, wouldn't happen, Panda Boy. Wouldn't happen. Oh, Daily Dose over on Instagram, singing. I say singing. Making that noise that comes out their mouth. Having been sick, got sick in its hair, hasn't changed its clothes, and hasn't had a shower. Thank you, Red Moderator, love. Yeah. I don't blame you, Georgie. I honestly don't blame you. So Pippa, according to what I've heard, allegedly, the original bus driver wouldn't let Maria on the bus because she had too many bags. Now, can I just say that Maria had brought up Elphaba's stuff and would have had more bags on the journey to London than going back, right? So that was a load of rubbish. They kicked off. So I believe they were given a free ticket. The £15 was for a cab from the bus station to Maria's house and to get them a bit of food. And do you know what? The gifters gave it them. Good night, Flick, love. Yeah, Fluffy, that's about it. Pocket money, birthday money, parents' credit card, whatever they can get their hands on. They could have a Go Henry card and charge. They don't need to get the coins off TikTok. You can buy them off different websites. So, and if they're verified as over 18, because they've got a brother or a sister or a friend or a cousin or whatever who will verify them, away they go. Oh, good luck tomorrow, Mama. Good luck, lovely. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Thank you, White Lady. No, of course they haven't, Sarah. Oh, of course it is, James. Had that top on since last Friday, Harriet, for a reason. Again, all calculated for views. Oh my God, I'm in Elphaba's live and they've still got that top on. Oh, no way. Somebody comes into the live. That somebody then tells somebody else. And slowly but surely the viewing figures go up. And Elphaba gets pushed up the rankings, pushed out onto the FYP. They are absolutely doing everything for a reason. Oh, it is humiliating. Oh, really, Sky? Good night, Rebecca. This is very true, Dazza. I couldn't do what I do without you. Screeching at 7 a.m, right? 7 a.m. Very important time, that. That's when most kids are getting ready for school. This is why Elphaba often stays up in the middle of the night, because that's when the American kids are getting ready for school. Yeah, Carol. Yeah, Squeaky. Oh, God, were you red? Oh, so upsetting. Oh, Carol, absolutely. Catch you later, Georgie. You take care, darling. Oh, just Gwen. Enjoy your holiday, darling. If you are still on holiday. I'll inform you about that. You take care, Stormy, love. No worries, White Lady. So I'm just catching up with the comments. I don't like missing people. Yeah. Again, done for a reason. It's all done for a reason. Correct, Yummy. Yeah. We have suspicions, Crow, but we don't think, but we can't prove anything, so it's not worth saying. Linny, Do you think he's that smart? I think Elphaba thinks they're that smart. I think I know that Elphaba knows how to. There's one thing Elphaba knows, and that's how to pull viewers in, right? If Elphaba is sitting singing Defying Gravity or doing their makeup, they know their views go down. If Elphaba is having a meltdown, drinking, out on a night out, their views go up. So they know that whatever gets anyone in their room, be it nice people or haters, Elphaba doesn't care who comes in as long as they're coming in. So they will invite a lot of this hate in themselves because they just want the numbers. Oh, red moderator. Elphaba's currently on a ban. Half of the mods are kids, Carol. Oh, it's starting here, Cassie, yeah. No, and that's really good, Paul, to keep it that way for as long as you can. Most of the mods will have gone to bed, wouldn't they, Dazza? Oh, yeah, Pippa, they do. But the problem is, because they've had their accounts verified, when you report minors in the live, it always comes back no violations. There's no point. Oh, cheeky Char, I know. But they've taken a story that an awareness creator was saying yesterday and they've rolled with it. Because they haven't even got the brain capacity to come up with their own storyline. Honestly. Hi, Vegemite, you all right, honey? Snuggled about me. Just, oh, bless you. Yeah, you have to be, Paula. You have to be. Yes, Andrea. Always looking. Always checking. Everything. Honestly, once you realise everything is done for a reason, you'll see a reason for everything he's done. Yeah? That's how it is. Ugh. I'm just saying how it is. Did you see it said not too long ago? Yeah. But he's taken that from a story. Thank you, Sky Dancer, for the treasure box. He's taken that from information that he's gleaned. Oh, no. That they have gleaned from Stormy. Thank you, DeLorne. Yeah. So this is why I speak to. Oh, I know. This is why I speak to Elphaba, because I know Elphaba will watch it. Thank you. Elphaba will watch it. Makes me mad. Oh, they will, James. They will. We know the Observer watches. Not the Observer. Elphaba watches the Observer. Absolutely. Yeah. Because Elphaba knows that the Observer doesn't edit. As in, doesn't edit clips. Will play a live from start to finish. I think, Katrina, that Elphaba knows they're going to have to move. Oh, Sim, don't. Do you know what they'll do? They'll record it, right? And then that's all they'll play in the WhatsApp group. You have no idea how much I'm bullied in that group. I just can't wait to be 54 now because I made the mistake of saying Spartan put a name in the chat, right? Spartan put a name in the chat and spelt it Hugh. Yeah. Hugh, and then second name Jass. Right, and normally I'm quite quick with the mods, but this time they got me. And Spartan recorded it. That's the one, yes, and I read it out. I get horrendously bullied. People don't believe me. It's true. Right? They're awful to me. They're awful. I spent half alive trying to find out who the green man from Bodmin was, the orange man from Bodmin was, because the mods were determined. Ugh. The orange man from Bodmin. Do you remember that man, Joe? Matt, you remember that man, don't you? And I was like, what man? Ugh. Hi, Charmed Kitty. You all right, darling? Here for the role of Munchkin. Exactly, Paula. There wasn't one. They really are mean to me. They really are mean to me. Everybody thinks they're lovely. They're lovely to everybody else, just not me. Small and feisty. Oh, bless you. Yes, DeLorne. They went home. Good morning, Australia. Mum's key, is that? Oh, thank you, lovely. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the gifts. Honestly, I cannot thank you all enough. You are amazing. Oh, they're terrible, Louis, honestly. You're all amazing. Again, I don't benefit. I don't benefit from the gifting. So, I'm trying not to, Froggy. I don't benefit from the gifting. It all goes into a pot and we use it to help people. So, like I said, you won't see me go on holiday. You won't see me pay more than $4.99 for a scarf. I can support myself. So the pot, James, it's... Good night, Betty. We use the money for... Not for good causes. That doesn't... Yeah, thank you, Sky. The money is used for... So if I give you a couple of examples. One lady lost the money that she had saved for her daughter's 21st. So we made a contribution to replace that. Another lady lost all her belongings in a flood for the second time, all the bedding for the children, beds, toys, clothes. So we sent money over to her for that. Another lady had no bedding, no duvet, no nothing. Oh, Dazza, thank you. No duvet, no nothing. We sent her money for that. We've sent money to like a GoFundMe. Oh, Sarah, thank you. Thank you, Jilly. I hope that's Jilly. We sent money to a GoFundMe for a young child who'd had a stroke and needed a sensory room. We've sent money to somebody that wasn't able to access a food bank and needed money for food. That's the sort of thing that we do. That's what we do with the money. It's also never alone. Thank you, Marianne. It's never alone. It's always a gift. People can pay it back if they want to, but it's always a gift. And hopefully we make a bit of a difference to people who are otherwise struggling. We're going to donate to charities for Christmas on behalf of the Misfits. And this is why I get so annoyed. Thank you. This is why I get so annoyed when people like Elphaba and CLA and Mr. UK TikTok get gifted. And I just think, not even telling you the truth, you know? Yeah, we try to be a place that does good with our little corner. Thank you, Julie. With our little corner of TikTok. And I will call out bad creators as well, right? I will call out people who I believe are fleecing their audience. What I am not is affiliated with anybody. So I'm not part of a group. I'm not in a WhatsApp chat with creators. I'm fully independent, right? So oh, James, thank you. It doesn't, oh, James, thank you. Gonna make me cry. Not gonna cry. Not crying. Sorry, I always get gifts like that, and I don't think I deserve them. No. And then I have to tell myself that it's not for me, it's for the community. So thank you. So I always call out people's behaviour. I never call out the way they look, the life they lead, or any of that. Oh, honestly. But I'll always take people's words and I will say them back to them, and then I will tell them why they're wrong. And I try to do. Oh, Becky, thank you. I try to do it with a bit of compassion if I can, but in Elphaba's case, none at all. I just sound so. I worry about people. I worry about people's mental health. I worry about the damage that some of these creators are doing to other people, you know? And so we try to. Hi, Mel. Oh, bless you, Red. Thank you. I'd like to say I haven't changed since I started TikTok, but I have. I've got a lot more. I've got a lot thicker skin, a lot tougher than I used to be. Good night, Becky, love. But what you don't need to do in here is you don't need to gift. I don't ask for anything because I don't need anything. Thank you, Ruby. You don't need to gift to get my attention either. I can't read comments now. You get my attention just by saying hi. I don't look at your gifting badge. I don't care. I don't care. I always think gifting badges, you could have been flush a year ago and now you got nothing. So it's irrelevant to me. The only thing I look for and the mods look for is that people are. Is that people are kind. Thank you. Oh, you're all making me cry. And I was being well tough before. Try messaging me now. I followed you back. Oh. I was being all scary before. Look what you done. Thank you, Grandel. Oh. Now I've got red cheeks. I got rosy cheeks. Oh dear. Oh God. I don't even know who said that. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Louie. Oh, Ruby. Thank you, Wandering. Oh, Janine. Oh, God. Hang on. Hang on. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I can't read. Thank you, many-faced God, for that. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. No, Vegemite. Kathy.